Hello everybody, this is Hop to the Hippity Hop bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, and this is going to be another Master League level game with ntan as well as ToTheSky, and I just casted a pretty epic game of them playing. And by the way, ntan does play on random, so this time he is going to be spawning as Terran instead of as Zerg, as you saw him in the last game. And both these players are very good at what they do. And yeah, let's just see what's going to happen. Actually, ToTheSky sent me this replay. He sent me at least 3 or 4 replays, actually. And this is actually the game he wanted me to cast. So I'm going to be doing just that. Looks like ToTheSky is going to be placing his pylon kind of in the back here, tucked away, so it is safe. Actually, he could have maybe brought it back just a little bit farther back as well. But not going to worry too much about that placement. And yeah, so far both players are just going to be scouting and droning up, doing what they do. And just a heads up, if you hear any sex noises, it is my roommate who is sleeping in bed right now, and he might say some noises. Some noises might come out. Just a heads up, it's a warning. Yeah. Anyways, a barracks is now coming up for ntan. Not too early, and so far as you can see there is no gas going up right now for ntan, and there it is, there's that gas. So yeah, we're going to be seeing something pretty standard from ntan, nothing too out of the ordinary. A gateway is coming out for ToTheSky as well. And actually, now that I think about it, this is kind of weird pylon placement. There's really no point in having it too close. Actually, no, this is wrong. What am I saying? We can always just warp in units to the front if you have to, so I wouldn't say that's bad pylon placement at all. And this probe is just being so pesky, scouting right inside the base, and ntan does not want to have anything of it. So he goes into the refinery to hide, apparently. Okay, that's cool. But anyways, yeah, both players are doing something pretty standard. Getting that orbital command pretty much on time. Good timing on that. Let's look at the Harvester tab here. Looks like ToTheSky, he does have the ability to chrono boost probes out, so he's going to be getting those probes a lot faster than ntan, but ntan does have mules as soon as his orbital command is up, so they're going to be pretty even on the Harvester count so far. And there is the cybernetic score, very standard so far, nothing out of the ordinary. And I think, yeah, it's going to be a pretty macro-oriented game if I'm not mistaken. I do know a couple details about this game because ToTheSky did kind of let me in on what's going to be happening. So yeah, we'll just see how that goes. So now actually a factory is going to be going up for ntan, and I may be going for a 1-1-1 build. Yeah, there's that second gas. So yeah, 1-1-1 build could be very could be used right now very easily. Just has to put down that starport, but apparently he's going to be getting that reactor instead. So maybe not 1-1-1. And looks like ntan was coming up here to scout recently. Another pylon going up. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. Actually, ntan is scouting out to look for any proxy pylons. Very smart thing to do. Look at this path, actually. Making sure there is nothing fishy, and then he's going to be ending up by taking this tower. So very nice play there. And yeah, he is just scouting all over the place for anything fishy. And that is a sign of a good player. That is definitely what you want to do when you're facing against a Protoss opponent who you know is good. And ToTheSky is definitely a good player. Yeah, both players are actually scouting around as well. This is actually pretty funny. Looking for their marine. I think, yeah, ToTheSky is actually looking to hunt down this marine, and they're gonna see each other, and wow, they actually just walked right by each other. So we're not going to see any confrontation from that. And yeah, actually a command center is going to be going down, so ntan looking to expand quite early. And yeah, there is no starport up, so it looks like ntan is going to be happy just going for siege tanks, which are very good against stalkers as well as zealots, and any of those units, even colossi if they are clumped up, and with a crucial amount of siege tanks. Looks like that robo bay is up as well as 3 gates, so pretty standard. Looks like 3 gate robo into an expansion from ToTheSky. Very economical, but you can defend it as well. So yeah, both players are going for a very passive eco build from the looks of it. Not too much aggression. And 2 stalkers, actually, I think I missed it. 2 stalkers were going in for some kind of early aggression. Yeah, they're going in again. Let's take a look, see how much damage they can do. This guy bringing one of his stalkers back, so the front one takes more damage. And I think 1 marine did get picked off, but nothing. It wasn't too big of an attack. A bunker is now coming down for ntan, so he can start floating his command center and securing that natural expansion. And there's a proxy pylon all the way over to the side. Kind of a strange place to have that pylon. The observer is out as well. And yeah, ToTheSky being very smart here, actually just putting pylons on the side actually of these expansions, just to see if there are any dropships coming in. So this is actually very good placement by ToTheSky. So he's gonna be seeing if any crazy weird medvac play is gonna be incoming. Nice stalker play, actually gonna be picking off this bunker as well as that SCV. But there are a lot of Marines, and strangely enough, there are no Marauders. And against Stalkers, you really need Marauders. But Marines, actually, they're not too bad against Stalkers. Especially in this group of numbers, in this clump of numbers. Or this number of Marines. However, what you want to say it. And yeah, there is that expansion after he gets that Robo. And yeah, he's not really producing anything out of the Robo facility. He is floating pretty high in gas, about 800. So ToTheSky is going to be wanting to spend that gas. Maybe... no, I don't know. But so far, both players, again, just going to be macroing up. And two Stalkers just out on the field doing nothing right now. The observer is now in the base of ntan, so ToTheSky is going to be quite aware of what ntan has. And the siege tank is now up. So yeah, ntan's going to be looking pretty good defending this. Oh, one SCV does almost get picked off. I don't know if ToTheSky is going to pick off. Nope, he's not going to be able to, because the Marines are now going to be coming in to fend off and shoo away these Stalkers that have been so annoying inside ntan's base for such a long time. Nice spread by ntan, having his siege tanks not clumped up together, but instead in a nice spread out location. And oh, actually a warp prism did come in. I don't know if I missed any warp prism play, but from the looks of it, I don't think there's going to be any. He looks like he's just floating away. Maybe scouting around, but yeah, I don't know what the reasoning behind that warp prism is. Oh yeah, actually, there we go. A Zealot did get morphed in here. Don't know if he did much damage. There we go. There's a medvac play that I was talking about that will be coming in. And due to this pylon, ToTheSky will be able to spot this easily, and he'll know when the attack is coming. I don't know if ntan is going to decide to do it or not. Yeah, he instead is going to decide to take down this pylon instead of going in for a drop attack. And ToTheSky knows exactly where that medvac is. Excuse me. So we'll see if ntan actually decides to go for that drop or not. But he needs to decide quickly, because these Stalkers are going to be coming in and try to intercept this medvac if he does decide to go. And it looks like, nope, he's just going to be backing out. It's a very nice play by ntan, playing it safe. And yeah, this Warp Prism is just still kind of hiding in the back of ntan's base. Just kind of chilling there. Let's take a quick look at the production time. Looks like Colossi are now finally going to be coming out for ToTheSky. He does have the Robotics Bay as well as a Templar or Twilight Council, so he's going to be going to want to get that charge for his Zealots, as well as maybe some High Templar, which are actually pretty good against Marines. And that is actually all ntan has right now. A lot of Marines. Stim is now going up, kind of late for ntan, but now we also do see Vikings to take care of those Colossi. And of course, that all-important extended thermal lance that you do totally need for your Colossi, because if you don't have that, your Colossi are pretty much worthless. And there is that Zealot charge that you do need against Marauders. Pretty good against Marines as well. And again, this is a very nice spread by ntan. Look how he does have his siege tanks completely spread out, covering all grounds, as well as having a tank on the high ground. So very nice play there. And ToTheSky again rebuilding this pylon here, so he does know if there is any funky drops coming in to attack him. And yeah, so far all we see is a few Zealots, a handful of Zealots, not many units so far. As you can see, both players are macroing extremely hard. Let's look at the harvest count, 42 over 38, so ToTheSky is doing quite a bit of macro. Chrono boosting all those probes out, not really worrying about units too much. But the extended thermal lance will be coming up pretty soon. And I don't know if he actually got a forge for any upgrades. Yeah, his forces aren't really upgraded. And I don't think ntan actually bothered to do that either. So yeah, both players are not going for the upgrade route. But we do see an armory coming out, so we could possibly be seeing Thors. We do see 2 factories as well. So yeah, most likely Thor siege tank. That's actually a very strange mix. Good counter against Protoss players who do go mass Stalkers and Colossi. But yeah, there isn't a Mortal out, and not too many Stalkers. A lot of Zealots, in fact. And Zealots actually fare pretty well against siege tanks, especially if they do have that charge. They're going to just pounce right on top of the siege tanks, and they're going to be able to do a lot of damage to them. So I don't know if ntan is really aware of this. He really should be scouting more often to see exactly what his opponent is going. And there is the double forge to be getting those upgrades very soon. And it looks like, yeah, a Mech Terran versus a Colossi Zealot Stalker, or not Stalker, Colossi and Zealot mix. That's a very strange combination. I don't know if this is really going to work out against this kind of composition, this army composition. We'll just have to see. Looks like backdoor rocks are going to be broken down by ToTheSky to grab that third expansion. And ntan is grabbing that third expansion a little bit earlier as well. And he's also looking to secure the gold expansion. So maybe a double expansion. That's very risky and very economical, but it'll only be beneficial if he's able to hold that off. And I think, yeah, he'll most likely be building a planetary fortress here. I think he'd be pretty safe with an orbital command here. That would be kind of ballsy to get an orbital command, but a planetary fortress would be a pretty safe move. It looks like another drop play, ntan trying to do another drop, but again, this pylon here pretty much prevented this drop from happening because ToTheSky was able to see it and he was completely aware of it. So again, nice play. Nice job actually placing those pylons there. That is a very smart thing to do. And yeah, so far we see a bunch of gateways coming out. And chrono boosting out the +1/+1 upgrades for the armor and the attack, as well as getting the Kydarian Amulet. So yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing some High Templar, seeing some massive storms on these Marines. We'll just have to see. And storms are actually pretty good against Vikings as well. Looks like one Zealot is going to be coming in here to scout and seeing that there is a huge siege line. Actually, there's only about 5 or 6 tanks so far. And they're nicely spread out. It'd be nice actually to see them a little bit closer to defend, but I'm not too sure about sieging positioning because I do not play Terran. But there are a lot of Vikings out on the field right now. Let's just look at the Legion Counting Station. There are about 5 Vikings, 7 tanks, and 33 Marines, 2 ntans, 1 Immortal, 2 Colossi, and 8 Stalkers, and 15 Zealots. But look at a drop play is going to be pretty much nullified. I think this guy is going to be just fine. This really wasn't meant to do too much damage, I don't think. He really should have dropped in the back to take out the probes, but there is a cannon there as well, so ToTheSky being fully prepared for the drop, he wasn't really hurt economically at all in that attack. But as you can see, ntan, that kind of gave ntan a little time to boost out a bunch of SAVs. So as you can see, ntan does have 64 harvesters over ToTheSky's 47. Yeah, so ToTheSky is now going to be grabbing that third expansion just a bit later, actually, pretty late compared to ntan. ntan did decide to get this expansion much earlier. So yeah, ToTheSky really, I think he's realizing this now, so he's going to be moving out to do some sort of attack. But once this planetary fortress is morphed in, it's going to be pretty much unstoppable, especially with SCVs repairing it. It'll all come down to ToTheSky's storms, how well he storms, and his micro. So it looks like an attack is going to be going in. He's going to be splitting up his forces. Half of his Zealot army is coming in from the side. I don't know if this is smart though. They're going to get thrown into the meat grinder because there are a lot of tanks and a bunch of Zealots, and 1 Stalker is coming in. And I think 1 tank is going to be taken down. Engaging kind of at a strange time. Maybe if he engaged at the same time, this would have been better. But now the Colossi are coming out, and as I said, this planetary fortress is so strong, especially with SCVs. And here come the Carpet Storms, killing off all the Marines, but now the Thors are out, and they're going to be holding this off pretty fine. Missile turrets actually are attacking the Colossi as well. So ToTheSky actually is going to be forced to back out, but if you saw, a lot of damage was done on both sides. If we look on the army loss tab, ToTheSky actually was the one who lost that battle. Notice how much that he did lose, lost about 8,000 minerals there. Compared to ntan's 4,000. That attack actually wasn't the best. So right now, actually, ToTheSky is behind because notice ntan does have 2 more expansions compared to ntan's only 3 expansions, or 4 expansions now. So yeah, ntan does have 4 expansions. And looks like ToTheSky is going to be grabbing that gold as well. I don't know if he's going to do that right yet. Oh, he's actually going for this side expansion. Clever little move there. Hoping that his Terran opponent does not scout this. And yeah, an SCV is coming up to make an expansion on this side as well. So both players thinking the same. But actually, ntan really does not have any other place to expand besides here. So he is pretty much left with only one option. And yeah, both players, I guess, are going to be happy to sit back and just macro up again. +2 armor as well as +2 weapons is going up for ToTheSky. So his army is going to be nicely upgraded. I don't know if